making of the video for Heart Attack was really, really fun. I had a lot of input on the creative process, and one of the scenes I wanted to be coming out of this black oil paint type stuff, and so I was submerged into what is actually paint, and it was so cold and so thick that when I got out of the paint, I couldn't open my eyes, I couldn't breathe. Immediately I was like, what was I thinking? It took me a while to get all of the paint out of my hair and my ears and my nose and everything like that. But I was in a trailer, so I didn't have like a really good shower. It was just like this weak spout above my head, and I had all these like mini bottles of shampoos and conditioners that I was like trying to wash out of my hair. It came out, luckily. Time for a quick break. Stay where you are. I'll see you in a few minutes.
I've been drinking.
I live by a saying. It's don't worry, be Beyonce. And no, I'm just kidding. I don't live by that, but I probably should. This woman is an icon. She is a superstar. You know, she's one of the very few artists today that have not let her private life overshadow her artistry. On top of that, I don't know, I can't name one person, one other artist in the world that can dance in stilettos that high and sing the way that she does while doing so.
You can take everything I have. You can break everything I am. Like I'm made of glass.
Being in the studio when I recorded Skyscraper was definitely very emotional for me. I had a lot of built up energy that was negative and positive. I was kind of singing through the pain in the studio, and at several points I was doubled over, like crying. Luckily, you can feel that emotion when you listen to it. A lot of people didn't. I think that's why people related to it so much, and it resonated with so many people. In that particular experience, I was kind of taking a chance, taking a big risk with being vulnerable and open with my music. And when it came out, I had the support of people that I didn't know even knew who I was. I'm a huge fan of Ed Sheeran, and I covered one of his songs recently, and he saw it, and then when I saw that he saw it, I was so excited. We reached out to one another about collaborating, and I wanted to write with him while I was in London, but it'll have to wait until maybe he's back in Los Angeles or something, but I just think he's so talented.
They say she's in the class 18, stuck in her daydream.
I really, really relate to the A-Team, and so when I listen to that song, there's just an emotional connection with it through the lyrics. But also with Demi Love, that song, I listen to it, I can't say, it's probably one of the most listened to songs in my iPod. It just is one of my favorite songs of all time. It is and it isn't a constant battle to not change in La La Land. When I wrote this song, I was 15, and when I shot the video, I was 16. And I didn't really have a full grasp on who I was in general. So to stay true to who you are is difficult when you're trying to figure out who you are in the first place. If I could go back and tell my 16-year-old self some advice, my advice would be to just breathe. Like, breathe, take a day off, don't be afraid to say no, slow down, enjoy the fresh air outside, and don't spend it all day locked in a studio or a soundstage. And just always remember that you're beautiful, and that no matter what, you are worthy of a happy and healthy life. Don't move, stay where you are, because we'll be right back after the break. Brittany and I, when we met, that sounds so weird, by the way, and so surreal. When Brittany and I first met, I found out I was going to be judging with her on the X Factor. So that was really, really cool. She's a really sweet girl. We had a lot of fun working on the show together. She's a Southern girl just like I am, and so I think that's why we got along. Plus, we've kind of been through some of the same stuff, and she's come out stronger. I would love to work with her on a song or something. I don't know about you guys, but I need a break, so I'm going to take 5, and I will see you guys back here soon. So, it's really, really crazy. I can't believe that my voice is on the soundtrack. Let It Go is a song that I fell in love with the first time I heard it, and I'm so excited that it did so well. I think the most surprising reaction for me is I've been in different countries now where people don't speak English, but they know the words to that song, and that's pretty powerful. The first time that I heard Christina Aguilera, it was, I think I saw her music video for Demi Lovato. And I never understood the reference until I got older. Then as she continued to sing, I remember with Mulan, she sang Reflection, and that's when I started really listening to her sing. She's got one of the best voices in the industry, and I always try to emulate some of the things that she does when practicing my music. So that's it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you next time, and I hope you enjoyed the show.